We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at Rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
They'll run here with McFarland. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field, but at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they come out with a purpose. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Running with McFarland. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
The ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's just me and you. Hey, look, 48. Look, you don't like the 48.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Tossing this out wide to McFarland. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. For the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard
line. Jackson now down around his goal line. That's caught by Hollister. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick, and they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D lineman, you play the run.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Benny Snell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Steelers 7, Ravens nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Ravens nothing.
3 yards remain for second down.
Coming to you. 55, mark, 55.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got Watkins on the out route. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
and he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Rivers. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A run for Snell. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. I'm not sure this is going to stand. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Rivers. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run with Snell. Calais Campbell on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 31, Rivers. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
At the 24-yard line.
McFarland running out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. An inside handoff. This is McFarland. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. This will be caught inside the 10.
Rivers pass.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. From the gun, Rivers. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson there to make the grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts
A gain of 11
as the
on
clock
play.
stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Interception.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
A gain of 2.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts
37-yard line.
as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Second and 8. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Rivers. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, McFarland. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Logan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
To T.J. Logan.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down, Baltimore.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this one's incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. And Jackson throwing once more. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Baltimore.
Lamar Jackson, 29 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
Now Rivers going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Agnew now to return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10 at their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 8 coming up. Another run here with Dobbins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 34 yards there and a 1st down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you take...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
The ball carrier.
J.K. Dobbins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
It is good.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Rivers. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, McFarland. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Rivers. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Benardrick McKinney, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Now a hit and a loose football. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40. The 30. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
Field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now it's Jackson being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down, and he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
On the keeper.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Rivers on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. But correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Rivers. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
To the air again here, Rivers. Flushed out right. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 25 yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
From the gun, Rivers flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
And you're not! And you're not!
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 43-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. What we got? Hey, smash Bronco.
On 2nd down now, McFarland. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
At the 29-yard line.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Here's Rivers. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
A toss running left. McFarland, and he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Rivers to throw. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts As he'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
At the 45-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 2nd and 11. He's back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rivers. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Baltimore, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.